This is the story of me getting played for a trip to Mexico. Now, it's important to review your losses, right? You got to watch film. And this was many, many years ago. And it taught me so many lessons about women that I now teach today and that I know now so I can protect myself from me getting played, because it happens to everybody. As long as you're in the game, there's winners and there's losers. This is why I teach it, because I've been in the arena. Now, let me give you a backstory on this story. Let me walk you through it. And then I'm going to tell you everything I did wrong so you don't make the same mistakes. So I met this girl, I don't remember how, I think online somewhere. And she was a supermodel, okay? Legitimate supermodel. Like tall, skinny, agency supermodel. Now, here's a problem 99% of men run into until they learn this. Men, when they get with the most attractive women they've ever been with, start acting up. We start making mistakes. We start making excuses. We start losing our frame. Because we're in a fear state, because we're worried about retaining her. And so she was one of, at the time, the most attractive women I've ever dated. And I was like, all right, I want to keep her. And so I'm doing things that are not in my character. And every guy does. I guarantee you have done this. You've secured that one date with that really hot girl, and now you're spending more than you wanted, right? So we all do these things. Anyways, met her online. We go out. We had a really fun time. After that, we didn't really talk. Everything just kind of like, she went on vacation and we just didn't really talk again. Fast forward to the next year. For some reason, I think I saw her on Instagram or something. So I hit her up again. I'm like, hey, what's been going on? Whatever. We go out during the pandemic. So this is like years ago. We go out. We have a great time. And I closed, and I'm fired up. Like, obviously, I'm fired up, right? I closed, we had a great time, and that was kind of it. We were talking a little bit here and there was kind of banter, and then I was like, everyone was going to Tulum during the pandemic. Everyone was going to Tulum. And I was like, I really want to go to Tulum. Like, I want to go to Tulum, but I don't really it's hard to make plans with all your boys, okay? I'm sure you've run into this where it's very hard to actually get the plans out of the damn group chat. It's very difficult. Someone's always going to bail. Someone's always going to mess up. And I was like, I don't want to rely on any of my friends. So I was like, why don't I just take this girl? Like, take the supermodel to Tulum. So I was like, hey, you want to go to Tulum? And the reason, okay, another mistake number 2. Yes, I wasn't technically paying for it because I already closed. I already knew she liked me. So I wasn't concerned about that. But I led with too much too soon. Way too much, way too soon. And this is something you only learn by being in the game. You really have to slowly introduce rewards. You can't over-reward. Even though I was doing it for me genuinely, I was like, I want to go here. And this is the best person that I should take. Still, they don't know that. And I was doing way too much, way too soon, even though I already closed. So I'm like, let's go to Tulum. Couple nights, it'll be fine. I want to see Tulum. Come with me. She's like, okay, that sounds great. So the trip from that point was 6 weeks or something from the point I invited her. We planned it, and I believe she got her own flight, and I got the room. But anyways, so for the 6 weeks leading up to that trip, I was seeing her weekly, once a week. Another mistake. I was too excited about this girl. Way too fucking excited. And just to preface this, okay, I'm not exaggerating when I say a supermodel, and I hope she never sees this video because I don't want her to know how attractive she is. Even though she has kids now with a baby daddy, not married. Anyways, so what I would show her pictures to my friends, and they would question if she was even real. That's the level. So I'm stoked, right? I'm like, all right, I'm taking the supermodel to Tulum. It's gonna be fun. I'm seeing her once a week. I was texting her way too much. I'm looking back on this now, if I was mentoring my younger self, I was texting her way too much. I was texting her throughout the day. That's not good. That is not good. If we didn't talk for a couple days, I'd be like, hey, what's good? Oh man, bad game. I didn't know the premise of it, and I was the one basically doing the pursuing. I knew she was into me, but as the more I pursued, the less she became into me. And that's how it works, guys. That's why I teach these things. I've literally been through them in real time. And so I'm texting her consistently, and I could kind of tell as time was going on that the main I felt like I was retaining because of the trip. And I wasn't really retaining her because of genuine desire going both ways, because I was doing way too much, guys. I'm telling you this shit from real experience. I was doing way too much texting. I should have seen her once every few weeks. I should have maybe uninvited her, then reinvited her or some shit. It was too much. And so the trip rolls around, and it was just kind of like the chemistry, like it was just kind of weird. Like it was fine in the beginning, but then she was like taking a lot of pictures, and like I could just tell that something was up. And at this point, obviously looking back on it now, I lost the game because I was no longer in the driver's seat. I gave her way too much leverage. And I was also, I can't believe I'm even saying this, so cringe. I did this so wrong. On the trip, I wanted to be more serious, and I brought the conversation up. Shoot me in the head. I brought the conversation up. I'm like, what do you, blah, 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 blah. I don't even want to talk about it because I want to kill myself. And I knew, just based on her reaction, it was just like, this is not going to go anywhere. And I knew it. We got home the trip. She starts being distant, starts disappearing, and I'm like, damn. Like that. And then here's another really big mindset shift you guys have to see in terms of perspective. At the time, I was like, she's a piece of shit. Which, to be fair, she was. I was like, she's a piece of shit. I did this for her, I did that for her. Blah, blah, blah. But it was my doing that caused her response. 1000%. I gave way too much. I pursued. I brought up the conversation. I did so many things incorrectly for the game. Now, the problem is, guys, rationally speaking, I did quote unquote everything right. Everything right on the surface, right? I spent money on her. I took her on a trip. I was nice to her. I pursued her. That's how you lose. I tell you these things not because they make sense, but because I've lived them, dude. I have been there where I've done everything right on paper. Was an absolute gentleman. And it didn't work because that's not how you win. That's not how you win the game. And so at that time, I was like, she's a piece of shit. I did everything right. And as I matured, I started to understand that I actually didn't do anything right because women don't want what they say they want. Women don't want the nice, chivalrous guy, the gentleman that always texts her, always picks her up. They don't want that. It's too fucking boring. It's too predictable. It's not interesting. They're emotional. And so looking back on all those mistakes I made, she wasn't a piece of shit. I just played the game wrong, bro. I didn't know the true game. So I lost. So I didn't get what I wanted. You guys understand? Like this is like what I should have done is invite her on the trip. Sure. Trip's fine. Like you can go on trips with girls. I'm not saying don't do that. Trip's fine. Text her every few days, maybe. See her once every few weeks. Never bring up the conversation. Treat her like a casual and fade off and have her chase me. That's what I should have done. It's 100% what I should have done. I also probably should have shown her me around other women, to be completely honest, because a trip makes her feel really special, almost too special to a fault, which is a problem. Because if they feel that special with you, it's not interesting, right? Like the leverage game. So what I should have done is I should have probably said, I'm going on other dates, I'm doing other shit. Like, we'll go on the trip, but like, you're not that special. These are the things I see now with my experience. Be like, I should have done that. So long story short, guys, avoid everything I just mentioned. Do the opposite of what I just mentioned, because that is how you lose. That's how you don't get attraction. And on the foundational level, when you start talking to a girl, when you have a girl into you that is like really, really hot and really one of the top, you can't get in your head. You can't treat them any different. You can't put them on a pedestal. You will lose if you do that. If anything, treat her worse than normal. Okay? This is reality. This is the game. I say this this is the real game. I say this on every single video. I don't make the rules. I just play them.